Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War campaign, week 6, day 6, actually it's 666, it's funny, campaign 6, week 6, day 6. But anyways, today we got two things going on, one of which is happening throughout the weekend, which of course is the Bounty Hunter event. We have that going on for the rest of today as well as all of tomorrow, and we should be finishing it out this night, so should be able to go get our last orb and go from there. Aside from that, we do have a special pet today. They like doing that on Saturdays. We actually have Seasons 1 pet coming back soon. Very, very soon. I believe that's 2 Saturdays from now, not next Saturday, because that's a Vault weekend. But the Saturday after that, we will be getting the Season 1 pet coming back for the first time ever. The first season pet to ever rotate back around. However, today we have the Talk Like the Pirate Day pet. I believe it's a 2021? I actually completely forget what year that is. I'm pretty sure it's 2020 because I believe the parrot was 2018 or 2019. But then I forget which one's the 2019 one. I'm pretty sure he's the one from last year, so make sure to pick him up. Probably won't be able to get him again for quite a while, at least a year, so good time to get more copies or buy him all the way out. I don't think we will. He's from Blackhawk, right? Pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure we already have enough pets from there. Let me just double check. Kingdom, Blackhawk. Oh yeah, you probably don't need more pets here. Oh, then again. A lot of these are ones that you can't really get upgraded as easily. This is the 2018 anniversary pet. The first anniversary pet we ever got, by the way, as well. This we can get upgraded. However, it's one of the more recent ones, so it's going to be a while. This most people probably already have maxed. Oh yeah, we don't have a faction pet yet either. So that's going to be a thing when that happens. There's a problem, though. What will be our third upgrade? Because our second upgrade will be, oh, this is a 2019 one, by the way. What was the 2020 one, then? I actually completely forgot. Because I know the parrot was 2018. It's one of the few that got a 2018 pet. Because that was the year they started doing pets. Because this one, as you can see, 2018. I forget which one the 2021 was then. But, yeah, we got that guy around. But anyways, we might max him. Because we're going to need 3 maxed troops from this place. And we won't be able to max the cake. We won't be able to max the parrot. This is also from Shark Week 2 years ago, so we're not going to be able to max that. Also, I don't think they've ever done an event for Shark Week again other than for that one, which is kind of funny. It's one of the ones that didn't keep happening. And this is a actual bonus. However, it's one of the more recent ones, so it's not that upgraded. So we might have to just have a third one because Blackhawk is going to be gaining 1 billion stars soon. It is gaining a faction within the next month. It should be the next one to get a faction. I don't think we have an official date until next patch happens. But it is most likely in the next kingdom to get a faction, and that should be in like, what, 4 or 5 so weeks from now? Should be getting a faction event for this place most likely. At which case, it'll get a minimum, of course, 4 more troops from that. Of course, it's not going to be the point where you're going to need 3 level 20 pets. However, that does make it a little bit closer, and of course, one of those 3 is going to be the faction pet. So you know what? After we go do the pet, we will actually go buy it out with our gems. And go from there. Also, they do have a gem sale right now. I wouldn't really advise getting gems too often, though. However, if you're ever going to bother buying gems, a gem sale would be the time to do it. Though, personally, I don't feel like their value is too good. And if you are going to get them, definitely at least wait for a sale. Oh, we got a kill 150 green today. Or I did. That's different for everyone. Bottom's still pretty good, too. Gosh, I'm going to get a lot of gems today. How many is that? Even more of a reason to go upgrade the pet. We're getting let's see. The bottom is a guaranteed... Is this 15 or 25? I can't remember. It's 15. So the bottom's a guarantee 65. Your daily would be at least 20 for an 85. But we got 100, so that's 165. Not too bad. And of course, we got the little nature scrolls. I really hate that one. I really wish they would just get rid of that one and just have them all be legendary or mythic for the scrolls. Because those don't have any Imperial. That or at least put like some kind of Ritz or something at the end so you could like put it towards Imperial. I just hate that those don't give you any progress towards Imperials. Which is rather unfortunate because so many of them are needed. They really need to add more ways to get Imperials. Whatever they do soon for updates, we need an option. But anyways, let's start with Bounty Hunter. We'll start with Bounty Hunter, finish it out, hand out a code, and then probably mess with the pet, buy that out, max that out, and go from there. Since we'll probably still have a little bit of time left over. Of course, still using the same team as yesterday that we showed in a little trailer thingy as well as the actual stream itself. Just Ogress, Tagraki Warrior, Corpse Mirror, and Nagatrap. A couple other replacements you could do if you really want to, but we're just going down the true damage route. Also, we are using the Corpse Mirror instead of the other true damage option. There's actually a couple of them, like the Lift Rings. The Licks Rings. I can't even say its name. But the red-purple one that does true damage, as well as the red-blue one that does true damage. I know like almost everything about them except saying their name properly. The Rift Links, I believe it is. Links. Gosh, I cannot say that word. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello Tyrion. Hello Hung. Hello Gem God Diaz. Hello Imperial. Hello Barbara. Hello Cookie. Hello Gustavo. Hello Isabel. Hello Ricardo. I said Ricardo. Hello Mr. Jesse. Hello Janice. Hello I believe it's everyone. And hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Hello all the people who didn't say hello. And of course we have all the pirate skulls as well right now. Which I don't think we had yesterday, did we? I really did not notice them if we had it yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was just today. They started, which is perfect timing for the pets. Yeah, we're getting to 2021 very soon. Is it this Wednesday? Yeah, it would make sense if they're already doing this one today. What actually was it? Let me go double check. I completely forget. I know we looked at it earlier. I just forget what it is off the top of my head. Let's see. Yeah, let's go see what the pet is. Actually, you could probably see it within the game, but this will be a bigger graphic of it. Oh, I never actually did look this up, but yeah, it's the, what's this thing? Oh, we're getting one for Halloween. Well, we always get one for Halloween, but yeah, we're getting one for Halloween still. Let's go look at both of them, might as well. What's the easiest way to do this? Copy link address. I think it's the easiest way to go to this thing. And then we do the same thing with this guy. But yeah, here are the next upcoming pets for the next 2 months, as far as new ones. We're still getting a couple old event ones coming in that time, if you haven't already gotten them. But yeah, this is the one we're getting on Wednesday for Talk Like a Pirate Day, I believe it is. Which is, I'm not sure exactly what day it falls on, but we're getting the pet on Wednesday. And we're getting the 2019 one today, which we'll be getting a little bit later to stream and maxing it out. But yeah, it's just this little skull thing. If you want to have it on your head. It has a little bow on it, which is kind of funny combination. Kind of almost looks like the normal skulls within the game, too. Just more stylized. And then we're getting a cute little doggy that's pretending to be a mummy for Halloween. This is coming out the Wednesday before Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, you'll be able to get that. It's like the last Wednesday of October. And this one, of course, we're getting this Wednesday. But, yep, those are the upcoming pets, as far as brand new ones. Both cosmetic, of course, since they're holiday pets. Neither of them give any bonus. Actually, when are we getting the next bonus pet? Let's see. Next bonus pet is probably actually for Blackhawk, when Blackhawk ends up getting a faction. Gosh, another cosmetic. We're not, gosh, we don't have any coming up. None within visible sight. That's kind of funny. There's all cosmetic. Like, this one's obviously going to be for Christmas. This one's for, oh, Gems of War Anniversary. We're getting a, Eclair. An evil Eclair. That's pretty funny. Oh, it's literally called Evil Eclair. I didn't even notice its name. I was just looking at its design and what it was. And I actually just said its name. I didn't actually realize that's what it's called. It is actually legitimately called an Evil Eclair. It definitely looks like an Evil Eclair, I'll give them that. It 100% looks like an Evil Eclair. I did not even notice that was the name. That's perfect. Let's see. Let's go explode everything. I have a bias to alliteration. And it used alliteration. So hello, Draco. Setting Blackhawk as home kingdom, I mean Mrs. Scales, no, it's probably not worth it. Generally speaking, you would only keep Whitehelm as your home kingdom. Even though it doesn't have as high of stars compared to some other kingdoms like Grimwoods and such. It just gives pure glory, which ends up making it out to be the best. So like, for example, we're getting, 93 glory for this place. Whereas if we compare it to, let's say, let's take it like a 5-star, like Grimwoods, which is the highest possible one, or tied at the highest. And we go check it. That's not where you check it. If we check this info, we're only getting like a small handful of gold, a little bit of glory, a little bit of souls. And doubling that isn't as important as something like pure glory. Because of the 3 resources relative to how much they distribute, glory is the most useful of them. So having a tribute that does a bit higher on it tends to be the best way to go. The second best would, oddly enough, probably be gold in the current state of the game. Unless you kind of want to do it for souls. Oh, no. The ratios as far as amount relative to how many you can get makes glory the best, souls the second best, and gold the worst. However, there are still instances where you might want a particular resource more than the other, so there's kind of that. But, I don't know, as far as how they're weighted, honor is still kind of the best way to go. It means very little, though, which one you set as home kingdom. Mostly because that amount of resources isn't really going to add up to be much, obviously, for how many other ways there are to get glory, and it's just not that much. Like, if you're claiming tribute like 5 times a day, having this as your home kingdom is giving you, like, what, maybe 100 extra glory per day? If you claim it 10 times, closer to 200, which obviously adds up. But it's not, like, too huge a difference to the point where it's, like, a must-have. But anyways, where were we? Let's go keep doing bounty. We did finish a world event, right? I'm pretty sure we did. We claimed the orb last night for it. And we're going to claim the orb for bounty right I And by right now, I mean whenever I finally go finish these. So let me go finish these. Let's see. We don't need that many more battles. It's 6,000 per thing. So it's like, what, 20? Not even? No, 10. 13, 14, 15. Somewhere's around 15. Math. Somewhere's around 15. Whatever the difference leading up to 250,000 divided by 6,000, I rounded up, is how many we need. I cannot do that math in my head that quickly. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Oh, what else do we even need here? I'll try for brown off the sky. Did not get it. I was hoping we could get some Rocky mana. Let's see. Get that down. Oh yeah, there's a couple different ways you could do the bounty event. I forgot to mention the small little trailer thingy thing. I meant to. I don't even think I mentioned it last night either. But generally, the way that bounty goes is you either do tier 5 or tier 6. You do tier 5 with 1 blue orb, or you do tier 6 with nothing. You just do it, and then just do your battles. Because tier 6 is enough to get the troop max. However, tier 5 is enough to get all unique stuff, and you can just throw a blue orb on it. It allows you to basically convert a blue orb into 400 gems. So if you would rather prefer to have 400 gems at a given time and would like to exchange your blue orb essentially for it, you can end up doing it that way. Also, there's a third way to do Bounty Hunter, and that is just don't buy any tiers. You can always do that on occasion if you really want to. Bounty Hunter is a weird event where if you're really unlucky, you can actually lose value on it by going all the way to max tier. So there is that factor. Like this time around, we didn't because we got 2 blue orbs so far, and that alone is pretty much enough combined with all the other loot. But it is possible if you get really unlucky rolls on all the random orbs that you actually lose loot off of Bounty Event. So there's a third option, which is just don't spend any gems on the Bounty Event. And I think with no gems spent, you can actually still reach like around tier 14 or so. Like it still goes pretty far. Like you don't get a lot of the orbs all the way at the end, but you still get quite a bit of loot for free if you don't want to put any gems into it. Which generally, as you're initially progressing through the game, that tends to be how you go about it. Or you might go and do a couple bounty hunters initially, just to rack up a bunch of them to mythic, and then don't do any bounty hunters because you already have a team of mythics and you need to stick with them. Also, in those instances, you don't even use the bounty captain because, well, you won't even have the bounty captain, so you end up just going with 4 of whatever, which opens up the possibility of using 4 meta troops instead of 3, because generally when you're doing bounty hunter normally, 1 slot is wasted on whatever the bounty captain is. And generally, the bounty captain isn't that good. This one's okay, at least for this event week, if nothing else. But some of them are, of course, really, really bad sometimes. And even on those weeks, you could just make that judgment call, too. Like, if you know the bounty captain is just horrific, and you already have 4 mythic bounty troops, you could just not spend any on the event, and just use those until you run out of sigils. And you'd still get pretty good loot from it. You just wouldn't get the double major orb at the end, and a few other loots wouldn't drop. But it'd still be a pretty sizable amount of loot for no gems down. I'll take that over. What do I even need here? I need anything that will kill him. That will do that. So let's just spam that out. Let's see. I think I could do the math from here. 11. We need 11 more. All right, that's a lot easier when it's closer. We need 11 more battles. And that will get us to the final reward. Because we're not bothering for leaderboard. Though I believe if you go for tier 6, a fully completed tier 6 flawlessly with a good Valraven luck will net you leaderboard in the current state of the game, at least on PC Mobile. I assume it's the same for all other platforms though too. So if you did go for tier 6, you could try going for all battles. I don't think we will this weekend though. Let's see. Can we get a Devour? I want to do it on you. Unfortunately, it did not land. So only one slight bad thing about Ogress. It does block brown on Kaki. Oh, double skull there. Nice. You know what? I might as well just kill him since we got really lucky double skull there. Let's see. Why'd you gotta go for Scolder? Because we can then kill that to make sure he doesn't summon. And that summon is pretty annoying, especially when it does double. Like, the summons themselves aren't going to really be intimidating. It's more so just the presence of having to kill more, which does it. Yeah, blue orb chance is pretty low. Last I recall, unless it's been updated, is blue orb is around 15% chance and purple is 20% chance. And if it's a major, there's also a 1% chance of power. I believe that 1% of power takes away from green, if I'm not mistaken. It's either green or orange. It doesn't take away from one of the better ones, luckily. The 1% for the power. I forget which one it takes away from. I'm pretty sure it was green, though. I do not recall. Because then that would make green 34% instead of 35% if it is green. But yeah, that basically means you have a 1 1/3 chance of getting an orb that is not useless. And a 2 in 3 chance that you'll get a useless orb. Is basically how it goes down. Right, hopefully he doesn't get all of his mana. He's about to, though. We also have enough damage to kill him. So much so, I might as well just take the skull here. So we can go for a Tikaraki. Honestly, that's probably my favorite part about Bounty Hunter. Just be able to say Tikaraki. And it being fully in context. I'm not sure why, but I get so much enjoyment out of saying Merilif and Tikaraki. I'm not sure what about them is so much fun to say. They're like the best 2 troop names in the entire game. And what's nice is both of them are decently meta. Tigraki's only used for Bounty Hunter, though. But Merilif, if it wasn't for Thrall, Merilif would be used so much more. Biggest issue is she basically does what Thrall does, but she's double the mana cost, but also uses 2 colors and has a link into herself, which is, you know, kind of like what Thrall has. The biggest issue is just the double the mana cost. Even though it uses 2 different colors, it's still generally harder to fill compared to Thrall. Let's see, but there are teams that that is better to have Merilif than is to have Thrall. Also, when you're color restricted, you sometimes have to use Merilif instead of Thrall because you can't use Thrall. Also, I just realized he's about to get a summon. I can't stop him, so I'm actually going to deliberately just poke it because even though it has a double summon, if there's only one dead, there's no chance it can double summon. So I didn't want to kill the other one, otherwise it might have ended up summoning there. I'm just going to let a skull kill that. At this point we'll go poke you since we didn't get to devour, unfortunately. That's enough just to kill that out and try for something off the sky. Okay, we already have all the damage we need. Doesn't even matter what we do. We just spam that out and he's dead. Oh, it does take away from green orb? Okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't 100% sure. So yeah, that means a major orb's drop rate, if I'm not mistaken, is then a 34% chance for a green, a 30% chance for an orange, a 20% chance for a purple, a 15% chance for a blue, and then a 1% chance for a power, specifically to major orbs. That's right? Let's see, 34, 30, that's 64, 20, that's 84, 15, that's 99, yeah, and then, yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe those are the drop rates, unless they've changed since I've last seen numbers. But I'm pretty sure that's what they're at currently. Which is a slightly higher than a 1 in 3 chance it'll be good. And a 1% chance it'll be really good. We've gotten 3 so far this year. When I initially mentioned major orbs having the 1% chance, I did say we'd probably get like 1, maybe 2 for lucky on the power orbs. And so far this year, or over the course of the year, that is. And so far this year, we did end up doing 3. So I think the main thing that might have done that is the Nomapalooza, though. Nomapalooza, of course, added way more options for it. And I believe one of our powers was specifically pretty much as a result of Nomapalooza. Oh, he got a potion thingy. I'm just gonna do this, even if it devours, doesn't really matter. Because that just guarantees it kills. If we did the other way around, it wouldn't be guaranteed unless it devoured. Whereas we could just do it the guarantee route. Oh, do they have a bunch of drop tables on that? I know someone redata mined the metal drop rates recently. Or at least there's more discussion on it again. The 2021 update for it. I believe they were mostly just the same, though. They seemed pretty similar. I do wish they would tweak them upwards a bit more, though. That or add more passive ways to get them. Because, of course, the only main way of getting a good majority of medals within the game is by spamming Explore 12, realistically. They did add a way to get epics, at least. The world events in the last year have been a great way to just stock up on 1 billion epics. I'm not sure how many we've gotten over the course of the year, but we could probably average it out based on how many events there have been. Not sure what the average would be right now off the top of my head. But it's a lot. It's a very big number. Like literally hundreds of epic medals over the course of a year. So at least that kind of helped it. The problem is they haven't really done anything to make legendary or mythic medals come into the game at any quicker pace other than with money. But for not money, they haven't really added any other additional ways to do it. Also, I'm not sure why I did that. I could have just done it with Explosion and got him out of the way. Oh no, he actually killed Ogress. And he killed it while it was stunned, so it didn't get a summon. Oh no. The AI is using strategy. That's how you're supposed to tackle the 100% revive troops. Is stun them so they don't get the revive. And then you kill them while they're stunned. Oh no. They're getting smarter. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome. Glad you can make it. We're almost there. See what we get from this major orb. We gotta channel the power into the power orb. Oh no. Wait. Hey! That was almost a glitch, but we landed an extra turn off the board. So the game was like, nope, it's still your turn. Yay. Normally that would give the turn to the enemy. But because we landed a random extra turn on the board, it stayed our turn. Also, that glitch better be fixed next patch. Even if it's only going to be applicable for like 2 weeks. It'd still be useful to fix. Patch should be pretty soonish. Soon, TM. The AI is taking over Skynet's. What do we take here? Devour, 50% chance, go. Yep, that seems about right. 99% chance, go. Still misses. That's pretty much how percents work, right? Oh, what did we go for here? We don't really have a good option for that, do we? I'll throw that down. Oh yeah, that's something else that's happening this next week that I almost forgot about. Pokemon Unite's actually releasing for mobile. If any of you have been waiting for that. Also, I almost feel like trying some kind of other mobile game to get into at some point. You gotta get into them early, though. I hate getting into a mobile game when it's already, like, years in. You still can. It just feels kind of awkward sometimes. Like, it just takes a while to catch up. Like, I'm pretty sure with Gems of War, it take your account, like, about a year to catch up, I would say. Not to mention months of learning everything. Since some aspects of it get so convoluted. If you have, like, no prior knowledge at all. Let's see. I'll take that over. This game is very percent heavy as well. Oh, he missed the percent off a Sky Gem. Speaking of percents. Hey, we got the Devourer though. We'll go for Explosion. Can you please attack? Thank you. Oh, what do we need here? Let's go get a yellow over there. I don't know, have you guys been playing any other fun mobile games lately? That's not really a genre I really got much into until Gems of War. But then there was like a few that I tried. I do have to say, probably my favorite one, the unrelated to Infinity Plus 2, would probably have to be Clash Royale. That one tower defense kind of like one. It's really similar to a game I used to play on Warcraft 3, just called Castle Defense. Which is probably why I liked it so much. Though that game, a single match would take like 30 minutes, but in the mobile version obviously was dumbed down to like 2 or 3 minutes. Because obviously they had to make it get a lot more quick pace. A lot of other mobile games I've tried since then I haven't really cared for too much. Unless you count Pokemon Unite, I guess. They were released initially as a console game though, even though of course it was always kind of made more so for a mobile targeted audience. What do we go for here? I'll take skull. Oh, I wanted that skull. Yeah, Warcraft 3 had a lot of really fun stages. We might have to do a stream of Warcraft 3 at some point. I think the only thing we ever did was like battle tanks in a variety stream. I mean, not battleships, I mean. There's 2 different ones. They're vastly different, even though they're kind of the same. They haven't played Warcraft 3 for ages. Blizzard kind of killed it when they tried updating it to make it better. And they literally made absolutely everything worse and made it so you couldn't even use the older version of it. They did absolutely horrible to it. I think it's still one of the most downvoted games of all time on Metacritic as well. I know at one point it was the absolute highest. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th highest now. I think one of the most recent FIFAs and those gambling sports machines. The sports machines in the shape of a slot machine ended up getting rated lower. I still don't understand why people keep buying FIFA and stuff like that. Like, I'm not huge on sports, but even if I was, I don't think I would ever, like, keep buying a game that kept getting all of its microtransactions reset literally every single year. I couldn't see myself ever playing a game like that, I don't think. Hearthstone was kind of like that, which is why I didn't play it for more than a year. When we were doing that ages back. It doesn't, like, fully reset in Hearthstone, though. Not sure what kind of mechanics they have recently. But I know they had, like, a 1-year seasons, kind of. Which kind of did that, but you also got to keep the cards and use them for some other game modes and stuff. But you couldn't use it for, like, the main competitive mode. What do we do here? Because the biggest issue generally with games like those is they make it so realistically you can't grind for it within the year, making it so you kind of have to spend money. Because it's quite literally impossible to actually grind it out within that period of time. Which is why I absolutely hate it in like every game it ever gets put into. Because it basically forces you to do microtransactions. Even if you want to play the game free to play. What do we go for here? Take that over. Take the brown. Gems, that's one of the things Gems of War has been pretty good about, though. Free-to-play economy is really solid in this game. Always has been. Let's see. Even in 2 weeks, we'll be getting the Season 1 pet. That initially it almost seemed like they weren't going to bring back, but it looks like they're just waiting 1 year before they bring them back. Oh, you don't play anything on a small screen? True. Yeah, I almost never play Gems of War on handheld, nor Puzzle Quest 3, or anything. It's just too small. It's mostly for my fingers more so than my sight, though I do a pretty bad sight as well. But my fingers are too big to play on such a small screen normally. Especially something like Puzzle Quest 3 where you have to make like 5 moves within 2 seconds. It's just so hard with larger fingers compared to just using a mouse. So was this our last one? This is either our last one or second to last for the Bounty Orb, which you know is going to be a power, right? Right? Okay, we need one more. That wasn't the last one. One more. Also, we'll hand out a code as soon as we get it. And if it is a major blue or power, we'll hand out a juicy code. How about that? How good the orb is how good the code will be. I never really did try getting into Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. They do a lot more content for that than they do for Animal Crossing, the normal one, that's for sure. Mostly because they can make money from literally any piece of content they ever add to that game. Whereas they can't do that with Animal Crossing. Unless they do a DLC or something. Which I'm really surprised Animal Crossing has not gotten DLC. It's one of the few ways they could monetize that game without everyone going into an uproar. And they have done it 0 times so far. Which is rather surprising. That they haven't done it like at least 5 times by now. I know, I really hope it's a power. Always gotta hope every major to be a power. I should have done it up there, actually. Would have been a bit better. Devour? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're done with Bounty Hunter. Unless we want to try for that orb later, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that worth it. It's not even guaranteed unless we get good Devour even look. Look at all those people at 423,000. This is a whole wall of probably like 200, 300 people. You can't see the rest because it only goes down to 100. But that multi-way tie keeps going further. You just don't see them. For all we know, it could be 500 people. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Blue or purple? A carnivorous for the thing. That's funny. No! Aww. Boo. Honestly, I feel like orange is the worst one because at least green saves us souls. There's currently no point to saving trait stones because there's no infinite trait stone sync in the game, but there is an infinite soul sync due to how metal upgrades work on troops. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate seeing that. Very, very unfortunate. Who's number 1? I have no clue. Let me go double check. Who's number 1 on Bounty Hunter? Number 1 on Bounty Hunter is... I don't know how to say that. That's actually in a different language. But that person, who's tied with Storm for a double power orb. Also looks like these two people might try tying as well for the double major. Yeah, there's a 2-way tie for... Oh, that's kind of funny. Their guild name is Carnivores. And on one of the week where one of them's going for number 1, there's actually a title that was Carnivorous. Wasn't that the title right here? Yeah, Carnivorous. That's really funny. Maybe that's why he wanted to go for leaderboard this week. Their guild is called Carnivores, and they just got Carnivorous as a title. Pretty sure everyone in the guild's going to use that. In that one guild. But anyways, so we still have a couple other things to do. For one, let me go hand out the code. The other thing we need to go do is go max out that pet. We're actually going to max it out. The pet that we have going on today. Mostly because I want to make sure we have 3 max pets. We currently only have 1 there. The second one will be the one we're doing right now, and the third one will be the faction. So that will guarantee we have 3 level 20 pets. Just in case the kingdom ends up getting a lot of troops and we don't have time to get any of the other ones maxed. But anyways, let me go to the almighty code section. It's going to be a normal size code, though. We didn't get lucky. How many big codes do we still have left? It looks like about 10. Also, I am almost out of normal codes. However, I'm actually not, because she gave me another batch of 40 a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't used a single one from that batch yet, because we still had so many, because I don't think she realized we were off for like 2 weeks when I was seeing family, or however long that was. How long was it? It was like a week and a half. But, yeah, we weren't handing out any codes during that time, so we have a pretty big surplus right now. A pretty sizable surplus of codes at this point. I'd rather have way too many than not enough, though. Let's see. There you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsawar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found if your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with JH. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Only usable on PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated as always. Thank you. And there you guys go. Enjoy. Okay, so we still got a couple things to do. Stream is by no means over yet. The most important thing. Let's go and max out this pet. So we're going to keep throwing gems at it until it's maxed. And we'll keep track of how many gems it costs. It normally costs about 2,510 gems to max out a pet. It is pretty much the exact same cost as maxing out a... Actually, maybe not exactly that. But it's around 2,500. It's about the same cost as maxing a faction. So let's see how it goes, because we basically have almost no copies of him now, other than what we're about to be getting, and the one from the first event. But let's just go do a standard Phoenicia build, clear out through this area, and see how many gems it takes to max him. And don't forget to claim a copy of him if you haven't already, or just do it in general, because most people obviously don't have it max, unless you've spent thousands of gems on to do so already. So definitely make sure to pick up him, especially if you have none. He's the 2019 one, so he's from 2 years ago. I'm not even sure if he was available last year, because they kind of alternate which ones are available in which years. Not every single seasonal pet is always available every year. Sometimes they go 2 years until they're available again. Such as this one, which was available in 2019. I'm not sure if it was available last year. And we're getting the 2021 one this Wednesday, actually. So don't forget to pick that one up as well. And of course, Vault Weekend next weekend. Actually, we got 2 things going on next week. We got a arena. Actually, we got a billion things going on next week. We got an arena event. Not arena event. No, luckily no arena event. We have a Vault event weekend. We have a new pet on Wednesday, and we have the... Isn't there one other thing? What am I forgetting? Oh, and we have Guild Wars is what I meant to say, not Arena. We have a Guild Wars event. So 3 pretty big things happening then. So it should be a pretty fun week. Have Guild Wars to do every single day. And then the weekend we can grind like crazy for all those precious loots. Oh, what else do we even need here? Take purple for the souls. For no other reason than to gain souls. Go, souls. Technically it creates a red Doom Skull though. Though very rarely is it actually going to do something. Though it does have automatic extra turn with it, so it's not as bad compared to just creating a random Doom Skull without an extra turn. Because the extra turn can sometimes make it useful. Sometimes you might be able to take a 3 with it. And if you get really lucky, you might be able to take a 4 times or 5 times with it. For an extra turn on top of an extra turn. Very rarely does that happen though. Or if you're using Phylactery, it is entirely just to give you a couple 100 souls. Or I should say 800. Unless you have like a lot of bonuses, you're only going to get about 100 or so from it. Why is every option horrible here? Let's take a brown, I guess. Why is every option still horrible? Go, Phylactery. I want to see how many souls we have with our current amount of bonuses. It's one of the reasons I did want to get it up again. I was just talking about it, but I actually have no clue. I believe it's about around 123. That might even be exactly correct. It's 120 something last I recall. At least with my bonuses, of course it could vary. Let's see. What's that these days? 122. Okay, I was pretty close when I said 123. So 122 is what we normally get. Come on, 10 copies. 2, nice. Okay, we already have 1 upgrade. However, let's keep going. So, how many copies do we need? We need... Let's go upgrade them right now. Oh! You know what we get? Ooh! Hold up. We're gonna have a second redeem code possibly to stream. Ooh, wait. If this is a major blue or power, we'll still hand out the juicy code. Wait. Otherwise, nothing. We still have a chance. Come on, major blue or purple. I mean, power, I mean. That's neither of those things. Never mind. No. We got both the horrible ones. We got a major orange and we got a major green. Boo. Okay, anyways, where were we? How many copies do we need? We need a total of... math. 26, 25. I need 25 more copies. Okay, time to keep track of 2 numbers simultaneously. Which is going to be very annoying. Oh, actually, there's an easier way. Let's just keep track of how many gems we currently have. Which is 35,022. Okay, that will tell us how many we get. So now I just need to count to 25. Because I put how many gems we started with. And then we could just figure out how many gems we were down to. And then that's the difference is how many we actually used. Alright, let's go max out the pet. You officially hit level 1,670. Nice! You passed me in level today. Everyone's passing me this weekend. Isabel ended up passing me too. Everyone's passing me now. Right, let's see how many copies we get. Well, we have to keep going until we get 25. Let's see. 1. That one wasn't guaranteed either. Nice. 3. Oh, we're getting pretty lucky. 5. Oh, never mind. That one was guaranteed. 8. 12. Oh, good. We get an extra one there. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 20. 21. 22. 23. Come on, get a double. 24. Last one. Now it's going to give me like 3. 25. Okay. Look at how many we should need, unless I miscounted somewhere. Yep, exact enough. And there we go. Exactly enough. Let's see how many gems we spent. It's normally around 2,500, though we did already have a few copies of it. Enough to get it to epic. But, okay, now we do math. So, calculator, go. Why do I not have a easy calculator here? Let me just bring one up. Calculator. I have no clue why I don't have my calculator tool pinned on my computer. Since we use it, like, at least once a week for this game. So, 35,022 minus 32,847 comes out to... We spent... Oh, that wasn't as bad, though we did already have a couple copies of it, which is probably why it wasn't. Because we already had 5 copies of the pet. Normally, you would only have, like, 1 or 2. Or, you know, a few. But because this is the second time it rotated around and everything. But yeah, that's 2,175 gems is what it comes out to. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse, though we already had some copies, which is why it was cheaper. But yeah, on average, it costs around 2,500. But luckily, we already had 5 copies of it, so yeah, it was slightly cheaper. But yeah, that's not too bad. It's obviously pretty pricey. Still, it's still a little over 2,000 gems. But oh, it's not too bad. If nothing else, let's go repair our gems a bit. Because we actually have a... Oh, wait. We still have to go kill a bunch of greens. I need to go do that. Hold up. We need to go kill a green spree. Go on a green killing spree. I think the easiest way to do that is Dust Devil Flowers of Thorn. Shouldn't take that long. I think it'll take us like 5-10 minutes. So we definitely need to make sure to go do that. Or I need to. The top task is different for everyone, so you'll likely have a different one there today. The bottom 3 are always the same, but the top one can be different. Yeah, 2,175 is not too bad. I really wish it was a bit cheaper to max pets. If they was closer to like around 1,000, I'd max out like every pet in the game probably. Over time, obviously not all at once. We wouldn't have enough gems to do that. But I just hate that it's normally around like 2,500 or so, give or take a couple hundred. Am I ever going to read chat? I've been the entire time. Let's see. Look at the pet info. What about the pet info? I'm not sure what you're referring to by that. It's the 2019 Talk Like a Pirate Day pet. Is there something else under the info? You're slowing down to pass me, really? Or not to pass you? No, go ahead. You can pass. Eventually, I'm pretty sure half the guild will be above our level at some points. Because I definitely don't play as much as I used to, of course. Though we still have, what, 13,000 hours, which kind of makes sense. We wouldn't be playing as much these days. Because on average, I feel like I play the game for 10 hours a week, normally, give or take. Obviously, Vault weekends, we grind a bit more during that time, though. Which is more like 20,000 generally those weeks. I mean, 20... What did I say? 20,000? Oh, 20 hours, I mean. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 3 is taking up a really annoying amount of time. I normally don't even do all of PvP battles these days. I normally only play it for an hour, and whatever gets done in an hour is what gets done. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But yeah, the full daily system's like around slightly over 2 hours. It's insane. You can do literally every daily, including Arena and Underworld, in less time than it takes to do every daily in Puzzle Quest 3. And Puzzle Quest 3 doesn't even have like guild events or another stuff yet either. But if you were to do every daily and weekly and combine like the time of every single one, including Arena, including Underworld factions, the 3 daily ones, it would still be less time than just the daily system in Puzzle Quest 3. And that's not counting any kind of guild events they might add or other weekly events, because there's no weekly events in the game. That's just the daily system that takes that long. No weekly events, no guild events. Yet it's still over 2 hours. It's insane. It's the 2019 Tyrian Sharks B-Day pet. I talk like a pirate day. Oh wait, was that the Pirate Day pet? I always thought that was the I always thought that was the pet for Shark Week, not Pirate Day. I didn't realize it was for for Pirate Day, the shark. Did they have 2 different sharks then? I always could have sworn it was for Talk Like a Pirate, for Shark Week, not Talk Like a Pirate Day. Games, pet, rescue, pet info. Instead of troops, sort by, or instead of troops, pets, sort by Blackhawk. That's what we did earlier. That's where we're sorted to right now. But yeah, this one's for Shark Week. That's correct. This was the one for Talk Like a Pirate Day, as I mentioned, for 2019. I'm not sure what you're trying to get me to look at. Because we already showed it earlier. Let's see. What were we doing? Oh, we did that, we did that. Oh yeah, I need to go kill a billion greens. Let's just go to Forest of Thorns. Set our team to Dust Devil. Where on earth is my... Why do I not have a number at the beginning of it? Ever since I've changed it to not a number, I can never find this thing. You know what? I will never lose track of where it is now. I have officially named it correctly. I will never not find where it is. Look at how easy it's going to be to find now. Hold up. I'm going to change my team to something random. And now we're going to go try finding that team now. There it is. Found it. I will never lose track of it again. Go into games, then pet rescue, then pet info. Oh, okay. Games, pet info. And what am I looking for? I'm not sure what you're trying to show me, though. I know about this screen, because this is where you check how many copies you need if you don't want to go all the way to the other thing. But whatever you're trying to show me right now is what I don't understand. Because that's where you see what the bonus is for the pet, as well as how many more copies you need. Yeah, I know that that's where you go to check how many copies you need. The reason I went to the other menu to do it was because I didn't have it ascended. And because we were also going to get a major orb from it, and I knew that we were one short of a major orb. Which is why we went to the other screen to show it instead of that screen. Because I was aware we only need 1 pet upgraded to get a major orb. Yeah, I didn't realize that's what we were trying to explain. I was aware of that. I just did it in the other menu because we were already there to do the upgrade for the orb. But you could check it in either menu. Because the Ascension page also tells you how many copies you need. And we were already there to ascend it anyways. But yeah, both locations do. And also, they have patched it for about a year or so now. That the one that you were trying to get me to see does retroactively update as well. It didn't used to, but now it does. What I mean by this is, let's say you do the entire event. Like, let's say at the beginning of the event, you need 15 copies to get it max, and then you get 2 copies during it. At one point, if you went back to that menu, if you didn't go all the way out of the menu and go back, it wouldn't update to go down to 13. But now it does retroactively update. So if you got like 2 copies during the thing, and then you check it, and it was 15, and then it goes to 13, you'll actually be able to see that it directly goes to 13. Whereas before, you had to go all the way out and back in. Because sometimes that would give you an inaccurate number. But no, it's been working for about a year, almost 2 years now, working correctly. To show the correct number there. I'm just so used to not checking it there, because it used to not work properly back in the day. I don't think that was fixed until like early 2020. And pets came out in 2018. Some of these just have a habit of not checking specifically there, because it used to give wrong information in the past. It's correct now, though. It has been for a while. Well, the main reason we were keeping track of the number as we were buying them is so that we wouldn't have to keep looking back. Because if we just kept track of how many we were getting, we would never need to go to any other page other than the buy menu. But that's why we were counting them as we were doing them. But yeah, one alternative way is you could keep going back and forth to the other menu. But you wouldn't need to do that if you just keep track of the number. It just saves a little bit of time. Either or works, though. I wasn't too concerned with overshooting it, though. It would have only cost us 100 gems if we overshot. So it's not that big a deal if we did. We're literally getting more than that just by doing these dailies right now. Actually, that top one alone's already 100. How close are we anyways? Now we're halfway there. We're technically more than half. We've only been doing this for a few minutes and we're pretty much already there. Doesn't take that long with Dust Devil build. We're getting like 2 or 3 greens kills per battle. And we need about 70 more. Which at this point probably closer to 60 more. But yeah, if anyone has any other questions, anything you want me to go over, any other anythings, do let me know. Because once we get these gems, we'll probably call it a night. Tomorrow night, of course, we will be doing, what's it called? The weekly preview. As well as probably just grinding. Because I don't think I'm going to do all the bounty battles to get onto the leaderboard. We technically could. But that's like 20 more bounty battles. And I'm not a huge fan of the bounty this week. The new bounty captain's pretty meh. Like, whenever there's a really good bounty captain there, I don't mind it as much. But this week's bounty captain is kind of underwhelming. Especially after this week. Because after this week, it's generally only going to have a 25% devour rate with no board control. Which is way worse than 50% with no board control. You see what I mean about not doing all the PvP in Puzzle Quest 3? You just got your first battle in Restricted today. Oh yeah, I didn't even bother with the yellow Restricted. I literally did the very first one today. Mostly because I need to get to, what, 7,500, I believe, to go get all the thingies. It's also because I don't generally upgrade my gear on everything. Like, I have a lot of level 1 gear. So now that people are actually starting to get to the leaderboards, people actually kill us now. Because for the longest time, I was the only person on the Restricted and the other leaderboard. Because no one was on it for so long, because they weren't doing PvP for whatever reason. And now I'm the one not doing PvP, which is kind of funny. Because I used to do it every single day. And then for like 2 months, I was the only person like on both the 2 leaderboards. But then people started to get there. And then the inverse started happening, where instead I started not to doing PvP. Even though everyone else was starting to do PvP. It's kind of weird. But, I don't know, the main reason I don't do it as much, particularly PvP, you only get like 3 Ruby keys per day or something. I think I currently am sitting on almost 800 Ruby keys. So, I mostly just do it enough to keep the guild objective up. And of course to hit like 7,500 or whatever it is each week. So that you get all the weekly rewards. I really hate that they have a daily PvP though. Like Gems of War does it correctly. They have a weekly one, which honestly I don't even do the weekly one in Gems of War anymore most weeks anyways. But they do it a lot better where, you know, you just get to a certain goal and Gems of War is 1,900 points. And then boom, you're done with PvP if you don't want to do more PvP. Unless it's a Guild War week, in which case you do have to do it every day. But that's the one exception. And that's once every 4 weeks, so it's not as bad. But plus doing it's generally enough to hit 1.9k as well, which gets your weekly thingy for it done anyways. But yeah, Puzzle Quest 3, you have to do like 11. Like I almost have enough gongs that we need to do 11. I think it's 10 battles per day. But if I get 2 more gong crystals, I need to do 11 per day. And both are already too many. It generally takes about half an hour to do them all. And all you get is like 3 ruby keys. Which in Gems of War equivalents, that's like about the equivalence of getting like 3 gem keys and 3 event keys simultaneously. By doing 3 hours of grinding. Basically, imagine what you get currently for the arena event in Gems of War, but having to do it every single day, every week, forever, and you get the exact same loot. That is basically the equivalent loot that PvP has in Puzzle Quest 3, which is very disappointing. Not exactly, though. Because it's actually 3 per day, not 3 per week, I forgot. So, it's almost like, 7 times arena's loot. Still pretty low, though. Let's see. Throw that down. What are green kills do we need? I feel like we should almost be at it right now. We need 11 more. Which just should almost be it. I think we need this battle to the next battle. Should be the last one. But any other questions, anyone, do let me know. Otherwise, tomorrow night we shall go over all the weekly spoilers, which there's a lot going on next week. New pet on Wednesday. We have a Vault event next weekend, which is probably the most relevant thing happening next week. And we have Guild Wars going on all next week, which you actually can already see in the game itself, of course. That's in, where is it? 1 day, 5 hours, yeah. So, right on Monday. As soon as everything else ends. But anyways, guys. That'll wrap it up for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every single night. Going over all the spoilers, probably messing around with a little bit of grinding, and we'll go from there. Aside from that, as far as next week, I'm not sure exactly what our midday stream schedule will end up being. I think Tuesday we'll end up doing Fall Guys. Wednesday, I think, is the launch day for Pokemon Unite on mobile. So if that is the case, we'll definitely be streaming that day. It might be Thursday, I can't remember. I think it's the 21st, but I'm not sure what time zone the 21st is. Because, of course, it's it could be any time. So I'm not sure exactly what the 21st means. Because the 21st could mean the 22nd or the 20th, depending on time zones. So I think it's actually the 21st, though. Like, you know, American 21st, what that would be. Which would be, you know, the actual 21st in 3 days from now. But, yeah, I'm not 100% certain on that. But we'll probably be doing that day just because it's launch day, technically. That's basically like the official launch of the game. It's kind of like when Puzzle Quest 3 comes to Steam. Will be considered the official launch of Puzzle Quest 3. For Pokemon Unite, that official launch is basically in 3 days when they launch on mobile, because they're not planning on coming on PC. It's just going to be Switch and mobile only. Though I do believe the iOS version is coming at a later time. I believe only if you play on Android will you be able to get it on the 21st, which is kind of weird that they're not releasing both at once. But I think there's like a week delay or something between the other version. But I think they're still considering it like the main launch of the game. Not sure. But anyways, we'll still stream it that day probably. We haven't done it for a while anyways. It's been almost a month. I think we haven't done it since Blastoise. But they haven't really done anything since then. There's been a very huge lack of like any substantial update. Though they might be waiting for official launch before they start doing stuff like that. So that might be why. since they're prepping for the mobile version. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching, as always. Greatly appreciated.